waiting for the website to recover, and I thought I'd just reach out to a few people who I know are waiting, particularly a lot of Australians. It's 12:52 a.m. A lot of should actually disclose the token sale itself is limited. It excludes the United States, so there's a fair amount of people that won't be participating. But I just thought I'd jump on board and quickly say hello and see if there are other people out there in the same situation. So forgive me for this. I'm going to break one of the cardinal rules of YouTube and live streams, and I'm just going to reach out to some people who I know are in various forums on Facebook and others, and just let them know that they're more than welcome to come on here and have a chat about Mina and what it means, and happy to take questions as well. Mina promises to be, and I'm going to do that while I talk to you guys, one of the smallest blockchains. It's relatively new. It has a very young crew. There's been a lot of press behind it, but I was quite interested because CoinList listed it. Very surprising, and CoinList just doesn't list anything. They've got some very impressive other blockchains that they've listed, like Flow. So I thought, let's give Mina a shot. So if you just bear with me one sec, I am going to jump on another channel. Actually, I might have to use my phone for this one, and we'll let some people know that we're in, and then we'll have a brief chat. So if you're seeing this, you're on my Facebook page, feel free to ask a question in the comments below, or if you're seeing this on YouTube, you can ask there as well. So I'd be more than happy to take any questions, ask me anything you like about crypto as well while we're waiting for Mina and some of the people to come in. Now I know I'm breaking a rule here. I know this isn't good. I know we shouldn't be doing this. Grabbing, being on your phone and streaming, but I did promise some people that I would notify them. So let's see what we can do. All right. So this is all right. We just put out a brief, very brief message. So this is probably not going to be one of the greatest live streams that I've ever done, but you know, it is what it is. This is what happens when you're up late at night buying crypto. You probably shouldn't be, but you know, it's also what happens when there are ICOs. This reminds me of it's almost like back in 2018 or 2017. I'm getting flashbacks from ICOs and things like that. So we'll see what happens. But I've just put something up on Facebook. Hopefully, we'll get some people coming in, and we'll see what happens, or at least asking some questions. So if you are just joining us on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to post a question. More than happy to answer it. If no one comes in, nobody comes in. But maybe what I can do in the meantime is just share with you some of the things that Mina is doing. For those who can't post on YouTube, you're not actually signed up in your YouTube account and you can't ask questions. what I will say, and I can't show it on here, I'd have to reconfigure some screens. CoinList is actually going offline. Their servers are crashing and then they're coming back. Seems to be a problem with their with their bandwidth. So just a tip, I just completed the process myself. So in the interest of full disclosure, I've just gone through that myself and I've bought the maximum amount of Mina that you can buy, and that is $500 US. And that's also at the token price, for those people that don't know, is a fixed price of 25 cents a token, which is, you know, quite good. So we'll see what happens. Now, one of the things I should add is when I went in there to purchase that, and it says, you know, how will you fund your purchase, and you select, well, ETH or USDT or whatever, you hit continue, and what happens? It crashes. I didn't know if it went through or not. It didn't give me any messages. It was just had this bizarre error message. I'll share it with you. What did it say? It was an error 502 gateway message, which was truly weird. I'm going to see if I can set up another screen to go to, which I might not be able to do actually while I'm live. Let me just see. Probably not. Yeah, so what ended up happening was I went in there, thought I bought it, it crashed, it gave me this Cloudflare 502 error. I thought, great, this is stuffed, I'm going to walk away, why bother, I'll just sink it into Bitcoin, you know. And then what happened was I got an email saying, well, congratulations, your transaction's complete, which is bizarre. So it says purchase confirmed. You've successfully purchased 500 in the Mina community sale, and the Mina team plans to distribute tokens on or around May 31. And yes, download the CoinList app. So wonderful. It's just truly bizarre. So I'm in. How are you guys? I can see on another page people are putting up that the page isn't working. Someone's saying the line's now been paused. Another person is saying that they've got in. Another one saying, well, their screen's still hung. What a mess! What a mess! I'll tell you, one of the sort of better ICOs that I participated in, to give them full credit, was PundiX back in the day when that was NPXS, and that was really smooth. Like, that was amazing. So a big shout out to those guys. I'd subsequently sold my tokens in PundiX, and kind of regretting that, in that, you know, I got rid of them. I should have kept them till today. They would have been worth a hell of a lot more. But, you know, that's what you do. But on the plus side, I bought Bitcoin when it was under 10K, like a whole Bitcoin, and now it's through the roof. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. So for those people who are concerned about missing out on Mina, don't be. There'll be other cryptos you might want to think about, even investing in Coinbase as a stock exchange listing, and that comes up in another week as well. So somebody has said, "Oh my God, I got it." Rib Club, good work. Good work. So we'll, you know, I'm glad they've got it, and Someone else is, I can't read your name, I apologise, but someone else has given me a nice little smiley face. So I've got a question from Leon who says, what happens if there is no more coins? Well, Leon, if there's no more coins, there's no more coins. Like, that's it. So my advice would be, if you're still sitting in the queue, sit there for as long as you can. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I look terrible, and this is not the greatest live stream that I've ever done. But if there's no more, there's no more. I did read actually on the Mina, and excuse me for looking the other way, the Mina PDF, which you can actually get when you log in just before you pay, and you accept the terms and conditions. So I'm just reading on my other monitor. This place looks like the Starship Enterprise, despite what you can see behind me. There's monitors and cameras and lights and things here. So I'm reading that there's the supply for the community sale. There's 75 million tokens right now, and I know when I was in there before, so about half an hour ago, I was 6,000th just before it went live. So that was about, actually no, that was at 12. So it's been a whole hour. So if you can do a bit of mathematics, you might still be able to get some. ICOs and token sales like this are tricky. It's often, first in, best dressed. So Grib has said it's fine, keep waiting. Yeah, I think so. But it depends on where you are in the queue. Matthias, hello. In his case, he's at 160k. Well, yeah, that's a lot of people. So, I mean, just to do some maths, and this is the only maths that I like doing outside of calculating weights, because I'm a power lifter as well. So if we did 75 million, and then we actually, there's another way to do this. The maximum amount of money you can spend is $500, right? So if you take that and you divide it by 0.25, 25 cents a token, that means everybody gets about 2,000 tokens. Okay, tell me if I'm doing something wrong, guys. So tell me in the comments. But if everyone gets 2,000 tokens and there's 75 million, 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is why I need a calculator. You've got a maximum of 37,500 people that could buy. So that assumes everyone's buying the maximum amount. So some people won't. Some people might just buy like, $100 of tokens or $200 of tokens or $50 worth. They're not going to necessarily buy the max. And that's cool. I don't think people should. It's about, what you can, what is, right for you. So let's just have another look at some more comments. Unfortunately, I can't read that. I can't begin to pronounce your name, so I apologize. But if you could write it in English, I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Matthias is back saying 65% of the allocation remaining. That's pretty good after an hour. It's not great. It's not fantastic. We're not talking about an Ethereum sale here, but it's okay. The number of users in line ahead of you, oh my goodness me, 197,000. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot too. Dat Run is saying 203,000 in front of him, and he might not get any. You know what? I would say hang in there. Really, you don't know who's going to leave the queue, and if they leave the queue, or they don't pay, you might end up getting some. So see what happens, guys. Actually, this is the perfect time for me to say if you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe to the channel, because I do this stuff completely for free, and I'm one of very few Australians and people who tell it like it is. So if you appreciate me hanging around at 1 o'clock in the morning talking to you guys about Mina, feel free to subscribe too. And I'm glad I'm making you laugh. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this person's name is Naben, maybe. So he's going to buy. So that's good. That's good. Hang around. See what happens. So for those people who don't know, the tokens unlock on May 31. So that's according to the Mina white paper as well. I think that's okay. They need to sort it out. Matthias has come back and said there's 55% of the allocation remaining. So an hour. So that's pretty good. Thanks, Matthias. Sorry, mate. So the for those that are doing some numbers and crunching numbers and going, hey, is it worth me staying up all night and trying to get in the queue? The minimum purchase price is $50. So if you think about it this way, I did a calculation before, and we came up with 37,500 people that could potentially buy at $500. But if that doesn't happen, and you got $50, well, if people just want to invest $50 in it, then you may get in. You may just slip through. So don't be too concerned about it. Now I will say this: while I've acknowledged that I've invested some money, I've participated in this. This isn't financial advice. Just disclaimer. This is just something that I've done, and there's a whole heap of risks and issues that come out of the white paper that you should be aware of. So do your own research. Don't go and spend all your money, all your money, all your $500 on this. You want to be sure that it's right for you and your circumstances. So in no way am I recommending that you do this. The other thing I will say is I'm not related to Mina or CoinList or any of these people. I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I've never met them in my life, and they've never contacted me. I just happen to use their app and happen to have an interest in Mina and other coins. He said he sold his panties to buy Mina. What can I say? You probably wouldn't be the first person to sell everything you have to buy crypto. That's not unheard of. Even in the early days of Bitcoin, people were just selling everything and putting stuff into Bitcoin. I remember that. I'm not sure if it's Bitcoin family. They sold everything and put it all into Bitcoin. So and they did it quite early on. So now I'm sure they're laughing all the way to the bank. So there you go. He sold his panties. Shivers has asked where you can find the white papers. I had a lot of difficulty trying to find these, and the only way I got them was when I logged into the website and I was ready to buy. What I can do is I can put I might be able to quickly put it up on I have a Facebook page. Just one sec. I might be able to put it up. I'll see if I can upload the PDF onto my Facebook page, or I could try and link to it in the comments as well. Let me see if I can do that for you, Shivers, in real time while trying to do a live stream. I promised myself I wouldn't be one of these YouTubers who did this, because it's bloody irritating. But in order to help you guys out, I'm I'm happy to do it. So let me see if I can just, if it'll let me, if Facebook will let me upload a file onto my page, which it's not going to because it doesn't like me. So Shivers, what I can do is perhaps after the broadcast, I'll see if I can put a link to that file somewhere. Maybe I could put it on Dropbox or on a Facebook group. Actually, let me just quickly try. I might be able to put it on a Facebook group. So for those that don't know, you can find me on Facebook at Simon Johnson on crypto, and I've got a Crypto Profits Facebook group as well. We'll see if we can put something up there. If it's going to let us, we can do photos and videos. Create doc. Will that let us? Good old Facebook. No, it won't. What a pain in the butt. See, this is why we need something to replace Facebook. Just bloody irritating. Shivers, if there's something specific in the PDF that you'd like to know, feel free to post a comment and I'll see if I can find it for you. I have to say, it's not the most glamorous PDF I've ever read. I wasn't impressed with it. I got to be honest, I really wasn't impressed with it. And it was very much written in legalese. It didn't really go into a lot of the benefits. And one of the things that concerned me actually at the end of the page 18 of the white paper, it said that a person by the name of Sean Ings is the sole current member of the company's board of directors. And that sent red flags to me. I was particularly worried about that because one person can pass whatever they want. But then I also did some research into that and found that there were some other directors appointed as well. So I'm not exactly sure if that refers to, because it says in the white paper that that this person is the sole current member of the company's board of directors. But I saw about a month ago, maybe or two, a couple of others. One was involved in Zcash. I can't remember the guy's name who was there as well. Matthias Clover will have the same amount of people wanting to buy, or only for the Mina coin has so much hype. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's so much around at the moment, and there's so much hype on all this stuff. Like, it drives me crazy. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it seems that every 5 minutes there's some pump and dump hypey YouTuber out there promoting rubbish, and it's going to be the world's fastest, greatest, blah blah, crypto. And I'm like, what problem are you trying to solve? You know what I mean? Like, I treat these things as businesses, not as, cool tech that's supposed to run faster. It just seems that some of these people are living in a bubble, or just simply want to get rich quick and don't care about the technology or the business behind these things. Anyway, that's a little bit of a rant, but who knows? Who knows with regards to Clover? It's not something that I've looked at, so I'm. I tend not to jump into altcoins too much. I tend to sort of more strategically invest in things. So, for example, I was an early investor in Theta and I think NPX, Punti X, when that came out, and others. So that's how I sort of do things and try and look at the businesses behind them. Ben, I think Mina will give 300x. 300x. That's a big claim. You sound like a certain YouTuber who talks about 100x all the time, who I won't name. But I'm not going to say the words "going to the moon" because that's just like, oh my god, I feel like I need a shower every time someone says that. It's revolting. Hopefully, it does go 300x. Hopefully, it does. If it was 300x, my little $500 investment would have done well, and it would probably be. I'd feel like it would be worth missing sleep. So how are you guys going? I could see there's some more comments in the queue. I'm going to get to them, but I'm really interested to know, you're waiting, and you're gonna leave, and more importantly, what drove you guys to invest in Mina and stay up at 1 o'clock in the morning? Because I think Australians do this hard. I reckon, given that we're over the other side of the world, yeah, there's some advantages, like we can invest in ICOs and things like that, but I reckon we do it pretty bloody hard. Getting up or staying up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and some of these things, I don't know if anyone does NBA Top Shot, but interest of disclosure, I have only. Oh no, I don't have a Top Shot. My wife has an NBA Top Shot. I don't have one, but I've tried about 6 or 7 times, and it's just a disaster every time they do stuff. So I'm and that usually happens at 4 o'clock in the morning. It drives me mad. So more than happy to hear from you guys. So Mina 300x. My goodness me. All right, let's have a look at some more comments. Prime time. Hey guys, 125,900 in the queue. Good. How many minutes you got, prime time? That would be a really interesting indicator of how fast. If they can process 125,000 transactions pretty quickly, that'll mean. That would actually mean that a lot of people, if you get in prime time, a lot of people have not invested $500 into this. They've probably invested maybe $50, the minimum. Lasaya music saying the line has paused again. Bloody hell! Here we go again. I might just jump on there and have a look. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, Shivers. I think the PDF does need updating. I think it's pretty old, buddy. Prime time. Does anyone know if I can use the link for the queue again on another PC? I'm at work and don't want to go home in half an hour. I think if you use, I think it looks at your IP address. I actually did a little test before I got onto my iPhone, and I was using the link on the PC, which I actually use for filming here. So it was a bit hard to set up, but I got on my iPhone and had a look at it, and it put me in a different position in the queue. So what I might do, CoinList.co. Yeah, your queue number has now expired. Get a new place in the line. Now you got to go through the "I'm not a robot" rubbish. How many crosswalks? Oh my god! All right, here we go. Due to excessive traffic, you are in line to visit CoinList. Your estimated wait time is more than an hour. Wow. There you have it. More than an hour. So if you're on, you might want to stay there. Prime time, if I was you, you might be camping at work tonight, buddy. or missing out on the Mina sale. Or the other thing is, if you could remote access your laptop or your desktop at work remotely, so leave it on and then remote into your desktop and then use it that way, you could preserve the link in your queue, the number in your queue. If it was me, I'd either stay at work or remote in and do it that way. But then you run a whole heap of risks of this thing, remote access not being too good. Yuan Lin has said, I've purchased already. Good work. Good work. So how much did you buy? Did you do the whole 500 or did you do $50? I'm interested. Let me know. Do you remember Flow? Yeah. Yes, I remember Flow. Yes, I own Flow. I love Flow. Flow is good. And that's why that was a big contributing reason to me jumping on CoinList and doing this, because of things like Flow. Absolutely, I love it. TeamViewer. So you can use TeamViewer and do that as long as your company's not going to sack you for setting up remote access to your desktop. Don't tell your security people; they'll crack it. And I wasn't here. I never told you to do anything. Don't blame me when you get the sack. And the security people look and you go, oh, but I was just buying a token sale. I had to do it. I lose my queue. I lose my line in the queue. It's, this could go through, some guy on YouTube, was it Narbon, said it was going to go 370x. Not financial advice. So, it is an awesome idea. Where are you going to purchase? I've already purchased. I've got the confirmation email. If that was what you were asking, Shivers, I'm not sure. But we'll see. We've got another person who's in 222,000. Okay. What's my phone? Let me check my phone because I just logged in. So let's see. I'm not even getting a queue now. It's probably not going to focus if I show you the phone, but I'm going to try. No, because the focus is on me and it's a manual focus. But it says your estimated wait time is more than an hour, and the green light's still flashing. So, but the little man's not walking. He's not walking. I don't know what he's going to do. So if I'm pretty confident, like if you join the queue now, I don't reckon you're going to get it. I reckon you'll miss out. But good luck. Show us your portfolio. There's always one. Let me tell you a little bit about my portfolio then, if you want to know. And I know that I've got some other questions there. Some other people are commenting. So my portfolio effectively consists of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Flow, another couple of other little minor coins, and now Mina, but the majority is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So probably, I don't know, maybe 90% maybe. Most of that is in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin occupies a large part of my portfolio. As you can see, Bitcoin t-shirt. I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, in case you haven't worked that out by now. So behind me, Bitcoin ASIC miner, and even the old school. I don't know if you guys know that. Some of you might. Some of you may be around a long time ago. But before you had, before you could mine Bitcoin on big miners like that, you used to use little USB miners like this too. So no, I'm a big believer in Bitcoin. And the other cool thing, actually, the most coolest thing ever is behind me. See these? These are the first 3 Bitcoin magazines ever produced. So these are the first 3. They've been framed and put up there. First 3 issues. So they're great. So I'm all about Bitcoin. So if someone says to me, should I buy a little bit of Bitcoin? Should I buy $100 of Bitcoin? Yes, you should. That's the answer. Not financial advice. If I was you and I had $100, yes, I would buy that. So, oh, and my little crypto kitty's woken up, so you're going to hear lots of crying and carrying on from him as well. See, I might get him on the live stream. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and he needs to go to bed, and he's not happy. So let's answer some more questions. Group Club, how long does it take to list in Binance, for example, and what price do you predict? There's no sort of straight answer for that, unfortunately. Binance will pick what Binance picks, and as for listing prices, who knows? So, for example, when I bought, say, Pundi X, which was a great example of that, NPXS, I always thought they'd list pretty quickly on Binance, and they didn't. And I don't know if you guys were around back then, but basically what happened is after the launch of Pundi X, it went up, and then it just nosedived. And a lot of people sold at the top after the coins were released. It nosedived. It went along the ground for a very long time, and it was only maybe 6 months ago that it really recovered. So don't sort of assume that you buy something in an ICO and then you're going to get rich and make $1 million and go and buy an island. It's not going to happen that way. But if you believe in the technology and you hold on to this stuff, yeah. So for me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold it, and we'll see. This sort of question on Binance is probably a really good one to put to Binance. But they're going to be looking at this as Coinbase and everyone else, and they're going to say, well, Mina, is it a coin that's being widely used, widely supported? Is it really popular? And they'll have to strike a deal like everyone else does with these exchanges, and it's costly to do so. This isn't a cheap thing to do. Doug is saying he's in at 10,695, so close. And I know Doug's comment's been there for a few minutes. I've yet to get to it. So good on you, Dougie. Let me know if you've got in. So and how long you've been waiting for too, because there's some other people here who have been here longer. Prime Time's back. Thanks for your stream. It seems to me that you're the only English-speaking channel with a live stream. You know what? Live streams, I'm not afraid to get on, YouTube and make an idiot of myself, and do things that help people. So it's not all about scripting stuff and hype and clickbait and all that nonsense. And I hate that in the YouTube community, and people who clearly shill coins. And this is one of my big beefs. This is why I started my live stream, because not many people were around back in 2013, A. So, and B, not many people actually understand the technology and live it every day. Like, this is all I do. I live, eat, breathe, sleep this stuff. So yeah, I'm more than happy to do lives. I think they're cool, and it's a chance for me to engage with the community and just talk to people, and hopefully when it's not 1 o'clock in the morning, when I don't have my little crypto kitty running around playing with his toys, I might be able to get some of you guys on here, perhaps drag you on and take questions as well, maybe on FaceTime or Zoom, and we can have a little split window. So I'm happy to do that at some point too. So feel free to subscribe to the channel, get on YouTube and click the subscribe button. So that would really help me out, because I'm a little channel, really just starting. So in the sort of YouTube crypto space, people tend to get rewarded, I think, from all the clickbait stuff, like, oh my God, this is going to the moon, and you have, this bloody secret coin that'll make you $1 million and all that sort of, the people I'm talking about. It's absolute bullshit, and I hate it. I really do. It drives me mental, and I'm completely over that stuff. It's one of my pet peeves. Let's have a look at some more questions. Love you, Denver. I'm in the line, but it doesn't show my number. Yeah, I know. So this is what happened to me just before. It did show my line, my number in the line, and now they're not showing them, and I don't know why that is. Let me just refresh. I've got my phone here, so and I'm in the line. I've already bought some, but I'm gone back in the line on my phone just to sort of see where it is. And the little man's not moving, and there's no number. So anyone's guess. Love you, Denver. Oren something is saying, is it stuck for you too? Yes, it is. Yep. And CoinList is a sad joke. Yeah, it's a great concept if it can work. If you've actually got the infrastructure and the stuff behind it. But I don't know CoinList, but I've seen some pretty pathetic ICOs in my time, and it just drives me crazy. It's like, how can people have confidence in you guys to actually build a proper blockchain solution if you can't get a bloody website and a database up and running? Like, really, it's not that hard. It's not. And I've managed hundreds of millions of lines or database entries in some of the largest databases on the planet. So, for example, we had a business on, I know it's a tangent, but managing and analysing analytics around domain names. And we had databases of every domain name on the planet across all countries, territories, and everything like that. And we managed those. So, far in excess of anything, say that, you're going to encounter in a blockchain. So I don't know how they do this. Primetime saying it's paused and the CoinList site's down. Wonderful. Here we go again. If I wait, will it give me the number later? Yes, it will. So if you've got the phone, if you're keeping your phone on, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's like a little thing, and it's called QID, and it's like a unique number. I can show you mine, but you're not going to be able to see it. That's a unique number, so you can leave and come back. The only disadvantage of that is, like when I did it, and it said you were 6,000 in the queue, and you had to wait 50 minutes. I just sat and waited, and that 50 minutes went away because I think people went, screw this, I'm leaving. And it dropped from 56 minutes to 6 minutes, then to like 1 minute, and then I was in. So you might just find that happens as people leave, and they're not, they're like, stuff this, I'm out of here. So we'll see. Is there a chance to buy Mina after this 75 million coins? The PDF actually talks about an uncapped sale. Now, I don't know too much about this because I haven't really focused on it. I just thought, look, I'll buy 500 Mina and we'll do the whole ICO thing and we'll see what happens. So on April 16 and April 18, on April 16 at 1400 UTC and on April 18 at 2359 UTC, apparently unsold tokens remaining from the 75 million sale. So anything that's unsold today will be available on April 16 and April 18. But again, I think what's going to go, this will sell out. I can't see this not selling out now. I think there'd have to be something seriously wrong with the reporting that we're seeing for this not to sell out. So Leon, I'd if you're interested, I'd be staying up. And I don't know where you are in the world, what your time zone is, but that's what I'd do. Mark's not happy about CoinList. I'm not happy either, mate. Denver's still saying that it doesn't show. I know. What do you do? What do you do? I emailed CoinList because I had a problem, and I don't know if you guys had the same problem, but I deposited Tether, so USDT, into my CoinList account, and of course it didn't show up. Did anyone else have that problem? Because it drove me mad. Because I looked at it, I thought, oh, maybe I got the address wrong. So I went to Etherscan, looking at the blockchain, and I entered in my wallet address, and sure enough, it came up as a token, and it says, "Yep, you got 500 Tether USDT as an ERC20 token in your in that wallet." But when I brought it up on the app, or when I logged into the website in CoinList, it didn't show it. So I wrote CoinList an email and said, this was last night, so this is probably about 24 hours ago, and said, what the hell is going on? Like, this should be real time. Like, your wallet should reflect what your current balance is. So I don't know what voodoo is going on in the background, but it doesn't sit right with me. I'm not happy about it. So, I think CoinList have a lot to learn. Just going to keep trying to refresh it. Yeah, do that. See what happens. Just don't crash your browser. Doug is saying the line's still paused. Yeah, fingers crossed. I know. We'll see, buddy. Shivers has found the white paper on the PDF. So good work. Now you've got all the info you need to know. So don't rely on me for financial advice. I'm not qualified to give you financial advice. even though they're my qualifications in blockchain and technology, I don't possess a financial services license. So there you go. They should fire the CTO yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. The Mina community sales start due to excessive. Yeah, nice. So we're just going to skip down some comments. Here we go. Juan Lin, I started at 8,000 and purchased. Good, excellent. And Denver's asking, did you refresh your queue? Hopefully he'll reply, or he or she will reply. First and last time I'll use CoinList. The worst is the time wasted waiting and commissions for sending money. They take the commissions of 30,000 people. Mark, how did you fund it? Because if you funded in USDT, do they take commissions out of that? I'm not sure that they do, because I only deposited 500 USDT, and I paid I think it was about like a $20 commission for that on another exchange to bring it across. So I didn't get charged, but if you used Ethereum or Bitcoin, perhaps you may have. Nicholas is saying 3,198 in the queue. Hang in there. This is, I was 6,000, right? So you might, this could turn any second. Like it could go to 50, unless it did with me, and then go 6, and then bang, you're in. So hang in there, Nicholas. I would, and see what happens. And he's saying there's still got 50% allocation of it. That sounds bizarre. How can you have 50% given we've been going for 2 hours and we've had, I lost count now 40 minutes ago, what we looked at, a few thousand people come in. This is bizarre. Hotson, CSGO. I'm at 160k. No, I think you might have a chance actually. Well, hang on. Let's look at this. We can do some maths. We can do some maths, and it's only because I've got the Apple Mac calculator up on my screen. If you're at, let's pretend there's 160,000, and everyone buys. Hang on a minute, $50. No, that's not going to work. Hang on. No, we don't want to do it that way. We want to do it. This is what happens when you try to do maths at 1:41 a.m. It doesn't work. My brain just is fried. So we worked out before around 75 million tokens. That was the supply for this sale. Let's pretend not everyone did what I did and bought 500. Let's say they bought 50. So hang on, 75 million, and we divide that by my brain's fried. It's gone. This is going to be like a YouTube meme. Like, I can't do maths at 1:42 in the morning. Especially with my crypto keys going, I'm hungry, feed me at 1 o'clock in the morning. I reckon if a lot of people are buying $50 lots, and given that so many people are leaving, you actually may have a chance. Max disagrees with me. He's like, no chance. He's like, no. Nick reckons he does. Yeah, keep going. Max is at 92,000. So, we'll see. Denver. Yeah, there's nothing there, man. I don't know what to do. So, as you can hear in the background, I've got my little crypto kitty who's decided that he wants to eat all the cables. So I'm going to go get him. I'm going to introduce you to him. And Nicholas is 25. Yeah, he started 25,000, and Abdullah's at 27. So, and Nick is now at 3,000. And what? It's been an hour. So let's do this. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to introduce you to my little crypto kitty here, and he needs to go to bed. Otherwise, he's going to trash the place. He's angry. He's like, he didn't feed me. Then I'll jump back on here. Just one sec. Let me say hello. So, here we go. This is the little beast. See this beast here? Yeah, he's like, oh, why haven't you been paying attention to me? What's going on? Why are you buying all these tokens? And why can I see myself on a big monitor and in front of these lights? What's going on? He's a beast. And not the sort of, people say don't go on TV with pets and kids and things. Don't go on with crazy cats at 1:45 in the morning. Nick's saying there's still 50%. Grib's saying there's still 50,000 people and 50%. Yeah, he's angry. He's lost his place in the queue. We'll see what happens. Mark's from Spain. Can't find an easy way to send money, so I sent Bitcoin from another wallet. I don't remember the commission. Yeah, see, I reckon, Mark, you got nailed on the transfer from your other wallet to CoinList, and I suspect CoinList, I could be wrong, so tell me if I'm wrong, I suspect CoinList charges fees for payments in Bitcoin. So that's why I chose Tether, and I got charged about $20. And I thought that was extortion. And that's one of the issues that I've got with, with, say, the state of Ethereum right now. And for those that don't know, Tether being an ERC20 token sits on Ethereum. So you're going to pay all this stuff. You're going to pay fees, and Ethereum fees are just astronomical. All for a thing that was supposed to get rid of fees. I mean, it would actually be cheaper for me to wire using a bank the money. Oh, see, I can't even use the B word, the bank word. It'd be cheaper for me to wire it, but it won't be as fast. Obviously, you'd have to wait days or weeks in some cases. No refresh, just waiting from the beginning. Damn, that's a pain. Abdullah is saying he's continuing. So Oren's saying it took 4 hours to clear the his USDT. Yeah, it took me. I did it at midnight. So, and then I got the email I was asleep, but I think the email came through about 3 a.m. So, or 3 or 4. So that adds up. Yeah. Hey, Crypto Kitty. He's chasing he's got a little mouse and a little grey mouse, and he likes ping pong balls. He goes, you can probably hear there's, I've got like a hardwood floor in the studio. Not the greatest thing to have in the studio, I know, but it is quiet here. And it does have hardwood flooring, so he runs around and goes crazy. Pale sent Crypto Jam, blah, blah, blah. See, why post that? Why post that in here? Pally sent, really? No. This reminds me of like BitConnect. God. Yes, Lean G. What can I do for you? Stop yelling. What do I think? I think that we're talking about Mina, and I think that's what we should be talking about. Unless you've, I'm not going to go into some other altcoins which I literally have no knowledge of. I'm not, mate. I'm a Bitcoin guy. I'm an Ethereum guy. I'm a business guy. If you're solving one of the world's problems that exists right now with a blockchain, and you've got a good team who's passionate and understands the technology, then yeah, great, I'll look at it. PlayCent is what he's talking about. Someone told me that CoinList is not letting people cash out IBTC. Should there be a problem? I don't know. I haven't actually, I haven't cashed out of CoinList before, so I don't know. Who knows? If you've got a problem, there's I think there's a team email for CoinList. I think it's like team@coinlist.co, if I'm stand corrected. That seems to be the only email that I could find when I tried to contact them. So if you got a problem, I suggest reach out to them and see what the deal is. Oren's saying registered a month ago, went online 12 hours ahead, placed 205, now 183. Yeah, I think, Oren, as far as I understand it, where you place was random. So the fact that I just got, bumped in the list, I mean, I don't know I don't have any relationship with CoinList or Mina or anything. So I think it's just all random where you get. But that's life. Nick, although today's topic will be on Mina, but any comments on the current hype on OMI? Nick, I can't really comment on OMI because I'm not, unless I'm really 100% sure that I've got all the facts. I prefer just to say I don't know. And I know you're not going to hear a lot of that from YouTubers and people, in the crypto space. They'd much rather tell you their opinion on something. But I haven't researched OMI at all, so I can't give you an opinion on it, buddy. I wish I could. And not a lot of people are going to say that. I know. If you ask me to give an opinion on Bitcoin or Ethereum or Flow or any of the other altcoins on Ripple, sure. On XRP or Cardano or any of the top 10, I'm happy to talk about it. But not on this. And I can't believe we nearly got through all the questions. Prime time saying 45% remaining. Yeah, so look, it's been it's coming up on 2 hours, 45% remaining. Hard to know what's going to happen. See, sometimes the US tends to wake up and do some dodginess, even though they shouldn't be investing in these things. I know of people who will set up some accounts on exchanges and things like that and grab stuff, which they shouldn't do, really. So that may come down, or perhaps in a couple of days' time, the remaining tokens will be sold on the 16th and 18th. Who knows? So people might get lucky. If it was me, you're still hanging around, you're like going, should I sit in the queue? Yeah, I would. Would I risk it? But it depends on how much you want it, right? How much do you believe in Mina, or do you just, could you reinvest that money somewhere else? Could you put $500 into Ethereum? Looking at how the market's going, right now, Ethereum's at $2,263. So, for $500, you're getting a good chunk of Ethereum. And I'm not here to promote Ethereum, but I will say this, that, if ETH decides that it wants to solve its gas issue, and if these criminal bloody fees that they're charging to send money around, which I know goes to miners and blah, 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 if that gets solved properly, then there's no reason why Ethereum is not going to be a $10,000 coin really quickly. I mean, it's like, for me, it's like, I've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum at their lowest ever, and I'm like, Bitcoin's gone ballistic, and, Ethereum's still sitting at $2,000. I mean, Ethereum now should be huge. And I know for the market cap, Ethereum's about, 261 and what Bitcoin's 1.185. So there's a huge difference there. There's, almost four times, the size. But still, if you work it out this way, 4 times 2 is 8, and that's $8,000 for Ethereum, and Bitcoin's at 63. Something's wrong. Something's really, really wrong. So Nick's just said he's 3,000. 16 minutes. Oh my God, Nick, pray hard. What's mine say? I might have lost my place in the queue. Oh no, my man is like, he's doing some walking. The green is gone. He's got like 5 blocks, and it's still saying my wait time's more than an hour. Ugh. I reckon Nick's in. For sure. Dougie's back. 59 minutes. Finally, yeah. So good. Good. Guys, given it's 1:55 in the morning my time, I'm happy to take some final questions from you all, and if you want to know my opinion on stuff, if you want to talk about some Bitcoin, Ethereum, top 10, where the market's going, or anything, feel free to post a question. I'll get to it now. Otherwise, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I know most of you are already on YouTube, and I would really greatly appreciate it. You'll get a lot of my content that is not live streamed. It is far more polished than this at 2 a.m. But I thought it was worthwhile doing a live because I don't do them that often, and Mina is one of those things that only happens once. I wish I did a live stream on the Ethereum ICO. I think that would have been great. But it is what it is. So for those that are waiting around, and they're going to be waiting like Nick and Doug. Nick's probably going to be waiting another 15 minutes for him, and Doug will be waiting an hour. But I think Doug will get through. So if you're waiting around, good luck. Come back and let me know what happens if you actually bought, and hopefully we'll see some really good price action when this comes out. And I'm really looking forward to this, to seeing Mina deploy and meet some of these, or show us that it is capable of being this very fast, small blockchain that it is, that's solving some real world problems. So I like the whole ZK snarks thing, but for me, it's technology is one thing, but I'd like to actually see it solve some issues. And if there's a chance to run nodes and stuff like that, I might do a video on that as well. One of the videos I do have coming up is I plan to run a full Bitcoin node on a Raspberry Pi. And just recently, I know people have done this, but no one's ever shown anyone how to do this kind of step by step. So what I ended up doing, I don't know where it is. Oh, hang on, here it is. I went out and literally bought. I should have done the unboxing, shouldn't I? I should have done I should have been. See, but I'm not a YouTuber, right? See, I don't do like glamorous unboxings. SanDisk card, 2 terabyte storage, and a little, if you can see that, a little Raspberry Pi computer, and a very, very cool case, the Argon Pi 4. So that is actually going to run a Bitcoin node. So I'm going to do a video on that. So if you're interested in seeing that, subscribe to the channel, get some notifications, and you'll be told when that is published. I'm just going to dump that right there. Prime time. Here we go. Prime time saying he's 124,000. And Ramon, I have already 122 before me. See, you guys, at some stage, you guys are actually being told what your position is in the queue. But people like me, who are just lining up for the purposes of showing people here. Well, actually, this is weird. So you see what's happened here? It's now saying your estimated wait time is 16 minutes. How did that happen? And I don't have a place in the, like, it doesn't say what your place in the queue is. I don't know what's going on. This is bizarre. Nick's saying he's got 4 minutes and 1,150. Okay. So, yeah. Good luck, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. Hit me up on YouTube. I'd be really interested to know, Nick, if you get in, Ramon, if you get in, because you're quite far off. You're at like 122,000. Given Nick says we're at 45%, so I reckon we'll be fine. Dennis is just, Dennis says several hours, and it can't be several hours because it's only been going for 2. Might feels like several hours to me, Dennis. Vladislav says 40. Yeah, okay, you're 45,000. These numbers are bizarre. And Shivers has moved from over an hour to 17 minutes. See, this is what happened to me. It's the exact same thing. And then you watch Shivers, it's going to go from 17 minutes till about 5-1, bang, you're in. That's what's going to happen. So yeah, there it goes. It happened to Nick, 536, and he was at 1,100. I think I could update my purchase later. Yeah. Throw your comments in later, Nick. That's fine. That's all good. Now everyone's commenting. I was going to go, and everyone's commenting. It's 45%. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going at 1%. Yeah, I was trying to work that out early, but you know what? Brain and maths and 2 a.m. Just don't do calculations like that. That's bad. That's why I'm always trying to load up my wallet early and get money into an account before an ICO, and just know what I'm going to do beforehand, so I'm not on the day just freaking out, going, "Oh my god," running around doing crazy stuff. We'll see what happens. I reckon you guys will be fine. Anyway, great to be with you for the past couple of hours. Good to answer your questions. And see, Prime Time, he's back. He's 122. He couldn't resist. Everyone's dropping comments. Great to hear from you all. Feel free to comment after you've done that purchase and you've gone through, and we'll see what happens. Good luck to you all. We'll see you on the next ICO or token or community sale or whatever anyone wants to call it. And feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. I'm here to produce some honest, real, quality videos for you guys, minus all the hype and the spam and the rubbish that you see on YouTube. I just want to call it as it is. So appreciate you guys staying up so late with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Thanks. Good night.